We just finished up with our first live monthly Q&A, and it was so much fun. We went over home sale contingencies, which made me want to pop on here and just talk about that a little bit, and went through some questions too, and some really great questions. So I just wanted to hop on and share a little bit of what came up today, because it's so important in the job that we do. So home sale contingencies. It is easy to just take the clause for what it is and move forward. But it is critical to read that home sale contingency clause word for word. If you are representing, whether it's the buyer or the seller, you want to ensure you really understand that clause in order to best protect your clients. And so I have a lot of stories I can share about this, and unfortunately stories where things went wrong, which is why I have the resources and the guides in place. Our offer prep and review guide will go through every single aspect of the contract line by line and tell you what questions to be asking to ensure nothing is missed. And the home sale contingency is a big piece of this because there are a lot of questions that you should be asking. What's the address of the property? Is it listed? Is it going to be listed with an agent or a for sale by owner situation? When is it going to be listed by? What is the market like in that area? There are so many questions that really you need to wrap your head around and be asking to ensure you're giving your client the best advice. And so we covered this a lot today, and I think just in short, do your due diligence when it comes to home sale contingencies. This is just so important and too important to just breeze over, because you'll have situations come up that you would have rather avoided if you do that. So next question was, will the Agent Annie buyer experience process change with the NAR settlement? And in short, no. Our process always involves sitting down with a buyer first and having that initial consultation, because if you start at step 3 looking at houses, you're then backtracking. You're working behind the 8 ball from the very beginning, and at the end of the day, it's in their best interest to sit down and review the process and talk about the expectations and how this works so that they have the best experience possible. So our process will not be changing. Really very little will be changing with what we do, because our Wyoming buyer agency contract is already written beautifully for the changes that are going to be coming. Per our legal counsel, who also provides legal counsel to the Wyoming Association of Realtors, has said that our buyer agency is not changing. So really the only thing that's going to change is about a sentence or two as far as how we talk about the commissions and who is paying them when you're working for the buyer. So the last question that we had today was, should I be spending money on ads as a new agent? And my answer is no, not until you really figure out who are your people, who are you serving, what messaging works to get them through your sales funnel and get connected with you and build that relationship. Until you know those things, spending money on ads is just not what I would recommend doing. So if you want the full video, this was the very shortened, condensed version of this. The replay is already up in the membership, where I go in a lot more detail and a lot more stories to coincide with the questions. So if you have any questions about the membership, if you need help, if you're a new agent, feel like you are in the deep end and barely treading water, this program is for you, my friend. I want every agent to have access to training that will ensure your success, you can feel supported. We are here for you. All of the questions you have are inside. So let me know if I can help, and have a good day.